right, we'll check. I'm 6:34. Now, what's in time to talk this morning? Good morning to you there. This is better, Sempelicious, egregious, and gantious morning. Good morning to you there, correct human being. Check your time, 6:34 on top the radio, Citizen FM 93.7 for Abuja. Now here we there, check us out. We balance well for www.citizenfm.ng. We did there. Check us out for YouTube 93.7, Citizen FM 93.7 for YouTube. Check us out for Facebook, Citizen FM 93.7. We did there. And you fit to, even as you hear us, you fit to still see us. And the radio you can see. Oh, don't be smart matter. Brand new day. Today, the number 16 day for inside of May 20 plus 23 now 2023. And another brand new Chara day on top of Super Citizen at sunrise this morning on top Citizen FM 93.7. They call me the chief priest. Now, so when they take the bus in and a scoff from now till we're 9:30. If you notice us from yesterday, we don't change them. We don't change our style. You change your style. Another style. And I tell you, say, one day at a time, we're going to chucking in some things upon things, some rishi things and things, make everything the stew more and more. We'll add some ingredients inside the stew, so that everything going to move. All right, but then make I quickly just break things down for you how it could take happen this morning and for the rest of the day from now till 7 o'clock. I will clear you something. My church mind. I will tell you as it be. All right, that one will carry us go to 7 o'clock. And I tell you, say, from 7 o'clock, normally, we will introduce traffic something, but that's not much later. But from this morning, from now, 7 o'clock, we will change and go where they see, waiting the newspapers, they talk, all right? Where we go here, waiting the papers, they talk, waiting the paper, they talk. And of course, when we did outside, they check waiting the papers, they talk. We self go talk how we feel about some of those headlines. Because those headlines, most of them, all of them, then consign us one way or another way. So we go check what the paper they talk, and we go talk what we feel about what in the paper they talk. From 7 o'clock, that one go carry us, move, jete, go reach where 8 o'clock stand, bum. And then from that 8 o'clock, we go change them. This morning, I tell you, yesterday we'll bring them in, what they call them Citizens Web. Okay, we'll bring them in this morning, Citizens Weather and Entertainment Brief. Okay, we will bring you that update, which is up based on the weather, how it could take be for instead of Abuja and maybe for Kefi around. We will give you that update. Then we will still give you one or two updates on top entertainment. That one, the Citizens Web, will carry us from 8 o'clock to 8:15. 8:15, pension sport today on the ground. Talk about something we concern. You want to know anything about pension and all of that pension port. Let's go for our pension people go there on ground to tell you everything what you need to know about that one. That one will carry us, go reach where 8:30 day. That 8:30, so now we can change our style. Come balance well. Now that time, you and me go sit down well, come talk well. We go talk well. 1 hour from 8:30 to 9:30. We go talk what? Well. On top of the big talk. Now then we go bring something PC Sam like suya on top of news. You know how incidentally now old or stale newspaper. Then they use they sell suya. So we go pieces this suya on top of stale newspaper. But the only difference we say we with the pieces on top of current newspaper, because you will need to hear what did happen as it hot, and we'll talk about on top of the big talk. That one go carry us go reach where 9:30 today, and then scoff by 10 o'clock. By 10 o'clock, the big Don Lawrence Omete go down ground with insight. Yes. Lawrence Omete go there inside, but go carry insight to come by 10, and then after much. If we come out from there, today now Tuesday now, midday with me now. All right, that one will carry us move ahead from 11 o'clock go reach where 12 o'clock a day in a time for perspectives. Yes, perspectives will rise 12 o'clock. That one will carry us, move us, go reach where 1:30 day. And also go take move on from 1:30. We'll supply you some music. And of course, we go move on like that. Go reach 3 o'clock. It will be time for politics now. By 4 o'clock, it will be time for Super Citizen or Citizen Sports. I don't go add super for Udeme George. Udeme George. All right, Citizen Sports with Udeme George. That one will carry us from 4 o'clock, go reach where 5 o'clock a day. And then 5 o'clock, Super Citizen at Sunset. Yes, the one and only Didi. She's a good on ground, and she could move us, go carry us, go where we know. Now there she go carry us go. All right, that one go carry us from that 5 o'clock, go reach where you go carry us go reach where 7 o'clock a day. And then more and more things they lined up, from Nightline Africa to African beats and many Rishi music they lined up for you. Go reach 12 midnight. Now so we take one today, number 16 day. So like play now, the month of May don't tear into two. And as it don't tear into two like that, I don't gonna lie you know, we draw with each tick of the clock, we draw closer to the end of this administration and the beginning, because they say the end of one race is the beginning of another. The one finish line at the beginning of a new race for most times and for life. So we reach the finish line, one particular finish line, and another new race. Now one start, another new dispensation. So 29 May history, we will see as it could take happen. And of course, a new government they come in, and people don't set agenda. What do they expect from the new government? Which kind of ministers we want? Which kind of things we want to see? How we want to make police do for that period? How we want to see our economy? With many expectations for the new government. And those expectations, if you ask some people, they go tell you, say, yes, they're supposed to get expectation, because you get why people intervene, because rain fall that particular 25th of February. All right, you get why people stand for rain. You get why people stand for sun. Sun shine, well, rain falls. You know, sun beat people, rain beat people. You get why, you know, and then you get why where people vote count. Okay, so people expect, say, if they go through all that, so it just be like the best way to find job. They go through all that, they want to see something. They get what they want to see. Okay, and we pray for President-elect, the incoming president, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. We pray for him really to be able, and we don't doubt, because we consider things when you don't do, you know, according to things when you don't do, you go know. So we no doubt, say, you go deliver. We no doubt him. We just pray, make he get the wisdom to take some kind of tough decisions, because check them from subsidy to ASU to now doctors don't talk, so they go strike. We'll go talk about that one for the big talk much later, for the big talk this morning. Now all of these things they're on ground, and the things when it be say one way or another way, the president-elect go gas, they look them eyeball to eyeball. That these problems, these challenges. All right, on to the next one. Make we check them now. The big talk. Like play safe. I don't talk the big talk. They go the big talk. The my church mind. Jare, I come make I drink small water. If I come back, I will tell you my church mind. This one, the Super Citizen at Sunrise. They call me the chief priest. Ezemmuo one, oracle of the citizen, and of course now Citizen FM 93.7 for Abuja. Now here you did this morning on a good morning. I they come back.
Nation of our dream. Citizen FM, Citizen FM. Your problem is my problem, and my joy is your joy. Citizen FM, Citizen FM. Make we join our hearts to build a nation of our dream. Citizen FM, Citizen FM. Yeah. Your problem is my problem, and my joy is your joy. Citizen FM, Citizen FM. Shiki.
Nigeria go better. Nigeria go better. Nigeria go better. Nigeria go better. If Nigeria go better, now your hand is there. If Nigeria go better, now my hand is there. Make we join us together, make Nigeria
One particular headline will be just catch my attention when I've been to check yesterday when I see something. And then the thing can't get me. I can't reason many things because I reason I'm saying Napoli. All right, Napoli, the football club where Victor Osimhen play. All right, they don't the reason say they want break their club salary structure. They want break the club salary structure. That not the salary structure. Is will they pay this person so money? Will they pay this so? They want break them. Why? So that they go fit to retain the Nigeria international will be Victor Osimhen. And why they want to do them? So that they want top money, so that they go ward off, they go pursue the discourage or pursue the other European clubs. Why? Because this guy be like for money, it be like a hot akara for morning and better suya for night. Now so Victor Osimhen be. You know how akara when they see you they come up for money, they fry could say now hot akara. Early momo hot akara, and be this boy. And of course for evening. Now suya where they come out hot suya where they come out oil for body. Now so this guy be very tantalizing human being. So based on that one, many clubs the reason I'm saying the European clubs I am anyhow, and then of course Napoli don't talk say based on 1 or 2 we go top something on top this guy money. We could break our salary structure to make sure say we keep this guy. Yes, we keep him. And then you go remember, say these people now they just collect Serie A for the first time in 33 years, you know. And that first time for the first time in 33 years when they don't win Serie A, this one now you go give a lot of credits to the man what they call Victor Osimhen. You go give a massive credit for that particular achievement where Napoli do, even though some people don't really want to acknowledge them. All right, some people don't acknowledge them. We know, no problem. Now, but waiting be the real story of the purple here. Be say now, see, if you did phenomenal, you go break protocol, you go break things. You know, if you just did phenomenal, there's no point say person they do something. If they do something will make sense. If they do them in a small way, you don't get any use. You don't get any use because. If you put your heart inside what you do, now things like this they happen. Now, according by this, they say their usual salary structure for Napoli, they around 3.5 million pounds, you know, net. 3.5 million pounds. Now what did they look? But they look, say based on how they be, I'm gonna be smart in the one pump them. They want pump them because the guy they want make sure so they break the salary structure to retain the guy. Now, but then from my mind, waiting or waiting catch my attention for this matter. Now, say this young man, you know, this 24-year-old footballer. If you know his story from where he started from Olusosun, from Lagos State, where he said pure water, we live around dump site, all of that story. Can't climb, reach where in day to day. Can't they very instrumental to move Napoli come out shame from their face, you know. Then you go come no say yes. Number one, hard work they pay. You know go fit come out of the story or the hard side because in stuff, you know, when persistent, you know, when ginger they involve on these kind of results, you when they say nobody don't do because it is hard for everybody to get that combination. It is hard for everybody to be very passionate, very dedicated, very hardworking, quite serious, focused. They lack determination to do some things. That they need to make somebody push them or they need something. Some people, they're skilled, but they know they're disciplined. You know, different factors. But to see somebody will combine all the factors together, no be choice. All right. So now, so the thing go. What thing catch my attention now? Share with you. How the be say hard work they pay off, dedication they pay off, passion they pay off, focus they pay off, and you know they pay small money, they pay mass, they pay. Now what did them in mind when I say make I clear you? Then I can't notice something when they be say according by the info, the Nigeria Bureau of Statistics, aka NBS, they don't come outside and they talk say inflation for the month of April because now May now we did. But April we just passed. Say inflation been rise to 22.22%, and remember say March own na 22.04. So the thing rise by 22.22. It increase or na increase it past March own na 22.04. So this now direct from the Nigerian Bureau of Statistics, where we say them publish from their latest CPI report, where they bring over the weekend. Then they take stock this particular one. So that's now why you don't want to explain why tomato and things for market don't add small money, make you understand. So when you can see that mama they give you price for market, no be really her fault. They'll say things don't cost, things don't cost, or maybe the normal meat where they buy. You see, say they don't reduce the size of the meat. That normal 100 naira meat, they don't reduce the size, or 200 naira meat, they don't cut the size down. No too vex. Now inflation, it rise by small, 22.22 from 22.04 in March. It rise to 22.22 for a start of April. So I said I can drop you that update 8 minutes before 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock with the change. I'm on top of the radio, Citizen FM 93.7 for Abuja. 7 o'clock.
Citizen FM Abuja. Now we be the voice of the people. Citizen FM Abuja. Now we be the voice of the people. Citizen FM, Citizen FM. Make we join our hearts to build a nation. Citizen FM, Citizen FM. Make we join our hearts to build a nation of our dreams. Citizen FM, Citizen FM. Yeah. Your problem is my problem, and my joy is your joy. Citizen FM, Citizen FM. Shiki, shiki, Citizen FM, Citizen FM.
Nigeria go better. Nigeria go better. Nigeria go better. Nigeria go better. If Nigeria go better, now your hand is there. If Nigeria go better, now my hand is there. Make we join us together, make Nigeria for better.
We teach girls shame. Close your legs, cover yourself. We make them feel as though by being born female, they're already guilty of something.
So I think right now we have the chance to be heard, and that's why we're doing it. We're all doing it because we're asking to try and elicit change.
No woman should sit down and allow a man to speak about her reproductive rights.
But it is about opening spaces for other women and not to be seen as token, and that because I'm a woman, I'm only speaking about women at the table. No, I'm speaking about side of the table that is empty and that women have to be there. So
I want us to leave this world better than we found it. And how I choose to affect change is by speaking up, by being the first, and by being the dominant.
Over 4 billion of the world's putting solutions to them. Let's have conversations and get some answers to them through their eyes and voices. Tune in to Perspectives, where we discuss.
Citizen FM Abuja. Now we be the voice of the people.
Gentlemen, welcome to Super Citizen at Sunset on Citizen FM 93.7. This is the fun-packed radio show you heard about. Did you miss any one of our programming today? Join me, Diddy, from the Citizen Pot when we run through our programs from sunrise. Stay abreast, get informed on news roundup. It even gets better. Do you think you know Nigeria? Answer 3 questions correctly and be one of our daily winners on Quizzes. It is the full package. Let's take you back, way back on African Vibes.
Africa.
Let's celebrate the African people, the rich cultures across borders, the languages, the good food, and wealth of excellence on African Vibes. Join me every Monday to Friday, 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. It is on Citizen FM 93.7 Abuja.
Citizen FM Abuja. Now we be the voice of the people.
Stay tuned. We'll be right back. 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 Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Don't stand attention, rush, still a rush, and scuff we serve done Boston inside of the matters. Make we start to the check at the bus stop where we the check within the paper them the talk this morning. Now there we day, shortly. This one, in case you just join us, in case you just tune in, this one Citizen FM 93.7 for inside of Abuja. Now here we day Super Citizen at sunrise. Now the show this morning and scuff we don't the push and they come. The bus stop where we did now, we did try to check, waiting the paper them. Then they talk. Alright, I see which paper they for you. I see what do they call them now? This Nigeria. I see this Nigeria for here. I see other papers and plenty. Which other one day here? For inside of the matter, business day here. The Nation's newspaper, the Nation newspaper, day here. The Daily Time, day here. So then we get the Guardian, of course. So we will check all of them one by one. and the other papers them we go come in before we finish. We go still check all of them as the matter take the beat. But make we dive inside of the matter. Business Day or so. Or make we start with the Nation newspaper. The Nation Day or so. On top of the Nation newspaper, the big headline say IG warns subversive elements against plot to derail May 29. Inspector General of Police and the one. In fact, even the military, everybody they want. So make everybody do well. Even the military self they want. Everybody they want. All the security agencies they want. Make they very careful. Anybody now who thinks say go fit come outside, can't carry anything, can't spoil that May 29 plan. May it take time. Okay, so IG the one subversive elements against plots to derail May 29. That one day on ground. Then of course, CBN decries telecoms operations, banks face off over USSD. That one day there. The right away followed that big headline, by the way. It talks about political actors conspiring to stop inauguration of President-elect Tinubu governors. Well, that one, now somebody they talk that one now quotes, but they no put who they no quote who talk that one. You know, well, we will see how it take happen. They say subversive element. Who are these subversive elements? We want stop May 29. Anyway, that one day there, Nigerians spend $1.2 billion on medical tourism yearly. Now the minister, now they talk so. Nigerians spend $1.2 billion on medical tourism yearly, every year. $1.2 billion on medical tourism every year. Now, so the minister take talk. The federal government approves 37 new private universities. Well, don't be by today approve university everywhere. We need to ensure, say, the structure and the system, they solid or good enough, and then make we also, because make we not get too many universities at the end of the day, you know, it don't really translates to a better education sector. I don't know if that one, I don't know how possible it be, because yes, more and more university, but we see graduates these days, more and more the quality of graduates or the quality of education, it seem, according to some people, it appears to be dropping the quality. Okay, and then not to talk about some other higgy haga what would they hear for a set of schools these days with the technology and the smartphones and all of that. But anyway, that one day there, the federal government approved 37 new private universities. Yes, of course, good news in one way. The other way, it calls for serious, you know, consciousness. Okay, 13 trillion naira spent on subsidy in 16 years. Says federal government. What did they say this trillion? You go like 13 trillion naira spent on subsidy in 16 years. In 16 years. Then according by federal government. Tinubu to get guide from Transition Council. Tinubu to get guide from Transition Council. That one day there. US, we've sanctioned those who undermined elections. How did they? Which kind of sanction would they give them? A silent sanction or invisible sanction? Because I don't know if they get who hear about sanction. They said the United States yesterday said it has visa. It has imposed visa restrictions. Visa restrictions. They don't impose visa restrictions on the election offenders. Okay now. That one day there for the Nation paper this morning. Life outside power is challenging. Igbinedion Saraki tell outgoing governors. Hey, the Old Boys Association, they let the upcoming artists that made them know, say, see, life outside power, no be choice, no be as you be that time, we be everybody, some people go just loyal for you. Those people go just loyal, you don't know the real loyalty and fake loyalty. Everybody, anything we talk, yes sir, yes man. But when power no day again, now there you can see, say, everybody go move, go where the power day. You now go come day stranded. You know go get that, everything no go there at your beck and call like before again. Yes, you go get some power, of course, but not as much. Okay, so yes, of course, it is understandable. Life they transient, positions they transient, everything they move ahead. So that point where you did there, use them well. So life outside power is challenging. We need your man Saraki to tell the outgoing governors. See, but I wish say as they talk, I made it they tell the incoming governors. Now them need this information more because the outgoing governors will not go to the Senate or no go anywhere. People like the Abia State governor and some other governors. Those ones then they people like Benue State governor. Those ones then they wait how they their only relevance now to play partisan politics or maybe if they get appointment or maybe one thing or another. Then be their only relevance. Otherwise, how they go take do? Maybe they go back to business if they get their private business. That one day there. Anyway, life outside power is challenging. That one day there. The scoff. Assault on inspector. Detained Sheun Kuti may undergo drug test. Wow. This one Choku. They assaulted that man when he slapped my inspector. He slapped inspector. Hey, now wow. Anyway, they don't detain him. In the custody of police. He turned himself in. And then of course they don't take him in. But then the stock say he go undergo drug test. He may undergo drug test. That one day there. And then Nigeria Bureau of Statistics (NBS) talk to say April inflation rate they at 22.22%. 22.22%. That now the April inflation from the Bureau of Statistics. That one day there. All of them day for Inside of the Nation newspaper this morning, 8 minutes past 7 o'clock today. Now still number 16 day for Inside of the month of May. We they check them. Waiting the papers, they talk one by one. And as I talk to you now, on to the next one. I day here, I look the Guardian, Koro Ikali. The Guardian newspaper day here. Today will be Tuesday, number 16 day for Inside of May. The big headline for Guardian. Uncertainty. In fact, the image where they take tell that story myself, I'm gonna be smart, Uncertainty over $2.3 billion Siemens deal as greed collapses 99th time under Buhari. Greed. They talk about the power greed. Uncertainty over $2.3 billion. Hi. Siemens deal as greed collapses 99th time under Buhari. Well, that's not one sector. We'll talk about the energy sector. Energy, so sometimes when we get the great Southfield here and any other person, everybody, the energy, if you fix energy, say any power supply, they steady for this country. Even if not, this is how they say 20-point agenda. Just come with only 2-point agenda. Fix power, make power day, make light the day 247, and then fix unemployment, make refineries fix unemployment. These two things, according to many people, now these two things with the energy particularly, a lot of people don't they hammer on energy. All right. So well, that one day there. The Guardian newspaper, the big story we did there. Then resident doctors declare 5-day warning strike. We could talk about this one for the big talk. The resident doctors, they declare 5-day warning strike. That one day there. U.S. slams visa ban on Nigerians who undermined 2023 elections. Well, that one day there. Then of course, the one and only Hilda Bassi. Buhari Lawal, everybody they hail her on top of the world record. Almost she break the record well. That be small thing. Shout out to Hilda Bassi. Waiting pay me because all the many food where she cook for 4 days plus. I don't see one spoon taste for all that food. Now wow, that one day there. I want to know why this guy next time if you want to break this kind of record, come Abuja, come there so that we can eat the food and see the record. How you go to Lagos to break this kind of record? Government kicks against move to halt doctors' migration. So government now they kick against the move to halt doctors' migration. So who can they try to halt them? Who they try halt them in the first place? Then a bill will come out from the National Assembly. So the government now don't say that bill, according by the Minister of Labour, Dr. Chris Ngige. They don't say that bill is not workable. Now the word when you use workable, not the word when you use. So that one day there. Buhari leaves inflation at highest in 17 years. Buhari leaves inflation at highest in 17 years. Then Assault Kuti apologizes, gives officer 12,000 naira for vehicle repairs. Really? That one day there. Then of course the Daily Times, they here too. On top of the Daily Times, the big headline, 13 days to go. FEC approves 18.6 billion naira for 3 ministers, 37 new private varsities. Federal Executive Council approves 18.6 billion naira for 3 ministers. The Federal Executive Council yesterday approved 18.6 billion naira for contracts in the ministries of humanitarian affairs, aviation, and transportation. Una do well. Una do well. Anyway, that one day, the end of the big headline for inside of the Daily Times. 13 days to go, Federal Executive Council approves 18.6 billion naira for 3 ministers, 37 new private universities as well. Now, what's in there approved? So that one day there. We're going to talk about this one, all of them for the big talk this morning. A part of what's in there, the ground. EFCC asks court to halt release of 14 properties, 400 million naira linked to Kogi government. Into Kogi governor, rather. Because the governor different from the government, okay? The governor. That one day there. Despite monetary tightening, Nigeria's inflation rate hit 22.22 in April. 22.22%, that is, in April. That one said day there. All of them for inside of the Daily Times this morning. And a scoff with a C. Refund 594 million naira to FG. Senate, they order the sex DG commissioners, make them refund 594 million naira. That one day there. 2023 elections, Obi supporters petition British Prime Minister. Oh, what did it really happen? British Prime Minister to do what exactly? Did Obi contest for the president of Britain? I know. Well, let me see how all of this things will turn out. As the matter thing that we check up now, 40 minutes past 7 o'clock on top of the radio Super Citizen at sunrise. With a check out this morning on top of Citizen FM 93.7. The cover image, the picture, where they're on top of the Punch newspaper. The cover image of the picture of Seun Kuti with handcuff when he stand, for the cover of the paper. Now the picture where they did Seun Kuti spent night in custody. He don't spend now there he sleep last night. Chai. Now there he sleep last night for police custody. Police plan arraignment. Say they go soon arraign him. Arraign him before the court. Say now he sleep for police cell for night last night. For police station, all right. He sleep for police custody. Then the big headline, that one of the image, the big headline where they said Tinubu's inauguration, military IG warn troublemakers as court hears anti-handover case. So military IG the warn troublemakers is wanna do well. Pay rise. Resident doctors begin warning strike Wednesday. Hey. U.S. announces visa ban on Nigerian poll riggers. Orders. FG spends 13 trillion naira on subsidy. Set removal guidelines. Well, that one day there. Gridlock again. Commuters groan on Lagos Ibadan Expressway. Hilda's marathon cooking smashes world record, grabs global attention. She try. Hilda Bassi. Massive shout out, break massive record. How can person be cooking from about more than 100 hours? Person they cook. Wait till they cook. People get talent too. People they do things so for days. Just they get 5 minutes rest every hour. They cook back to back. Shout out to Hilda Bassi. Big one. That one day there. Nollywood stars mourn as Murphy Afolabi is buried. That's a sad one. A very sad one when we hear about that, the Nollywood star. Sad one there. So we still check up there this morning. All of the papers, waiting the papers talk this morning. Now waiting with the look. Then still on steel for inside of the Vanguard newspaper this morning. The big headline talks a national. The big headline say North Central. I say 10th NAS leadership crisis. He say North Central governors kick against zoning to meet Tinubu National Working Committee. That one day they are done at the North Central governors. They know they happy with the zoning. They want to meet Tinubu and the National Working Committee. The riders really follow that headline. They say as aggrieved aspirants vow to take battle to plenary. They want to carry the battle to go plenary. Tinubu's men move to stop probe of Akpabio Tunji Ojo over NDDC funds. Reps spoil for war today over alleged doctored house rules to favor Abbas. APC placates North Central with SGF. No, no be smart, you know. Party supremacy should be upheld. Kaluna in the talk so. Everybody they drag, they digaram, then they digaram, then they digaram. Oh. Anyway, all of them are the big headlines for inside of the Guardian, inside of Vanguard this morning. Vanguard newspaper. Now the big headline and all the writers we follow, and then the picture we did, and I still the picture of Sheun Kuti, and with the big cover image. I don't know why they slap her. It is slap her. Well, that one I guess that's why to share to discourage other people from doing that one. But then I don't know because the way they handcuff and put her for the cover of the paper. Well, some people go say. You don't really all go well. Other people go say, well, that it makes sense so that other people go know. Say if fire go fit to burn stone, waiting the fire go do feather of chicken. You understand? The fire go fit to catch stone. If the fire can't catch a feather of chicken, now what you go do? So I believe say that now why so that made the police now I believe say they want chew stone so that granite go fear. Now, what did they try to do so when they take a handcuff them? So they put them for different papers. There are many newspapers carry this particular one. So maybe that deterrent to other people. That one day there, the Vanguard newspaper, the cover image, 9 day there, and of course the big headlines have day there. Then we see the other headlines waiting for the Vanguard this morning. Naira devaluation, others pressure inflation to 22.22% in April. Focus on debt management. Others, Okonjo-Iweala urges incoming governors. Say make una focus on debt management to Okonjo-Iweala and other people. Then the ginger governors where they come in. Focus on managing debt. The debt too much. The debt profile of every is rising. Make it cool down. Focus on handling now, managing the debts. That one day there, according by waiting Okonjo-Iweala talk. Then federal government kicks against bill to stop migration of doctors as medical doctors start strike tomorrow. Now wow. Okay, federal government now they kick against the bill to stop their migration. Is that to appease them or make them feel better? It's not workable to make them feel better. But how about doing the things where they done the toxins making a do? How about that one? Doing some of the things them when they supposed do for them says. I want to another way to appease them. Okay? So all of them they here inside of the Vanguard newspaper, where would they check? Then would they see 120 billion naira USSD dispute. Banks, telcos disagree on technical issues. Buhari should stop study leaves. Others, Matawale, they talk so. Buhari stop study leaves. Another kind of leaves. Now, wow. Petrol subsidy cost should be more than 13 trillion. FG admits. They say petrol subsidy cost could be more than 13 trillion naira. And then now, waiting the federal government to talk. Allow your successors to work as governors. Saraki, Aliyu, they tell the outgoing governors. Make una leave the people where they come take over from Ina. Make them do their work as governors. So make them look them like una boys, una children. Allow them to do their work as governors. Now, so he did the U.S. slams visa ban on unnamed Nigerian, the unnamed. That's the question. They say, let me ask whether an invisible sanction. They say they don't slam visa ban to people when they say they undermine Nigerian democracy or when they scuttle elections, when they disturb elections. Who them be? So that we go, no. Abi? That one day there, so they say U.S. slams visa ban on unnamed Nigerians undermining democracy. That one day there, health. WHO decries global rise of anemia as 571 million women, 269 million children suffer. Chai, anemia. I want Choco. Energy. Dangote refinery to meet 100% Nigeria's requirement. According to reports, they could meet 100% Nigeria's requirement. Then on top of sports headline here, they say Tottenham, the reason the move for Eberechi Eze. Yes, that one day there for inside of the Vanguard newspaper this morning. Still on steel. Which other one we never touch? We don't touch all of them. On to the next one this morning. The Punch, we don't check on there. Then business day for here this morning. Today now number 16 day, Tuesday, 16th of May 2023. Business day, the big headline for business day. Residents face real risk of living near Dangote refinery. Wow. Interesting. They say residents face real risk of living near Dangote refinery. Because, say, when they talk about building refinery, and then when they hear, according by the info, the refinery could begin operations later in the year. After they don't commission, and they go commission on this month, on the 22nd of this month, they go commission Dangote refinery, 22nd of May. So after the commissioning, they go begin operations, and then many people, they waiting real estate company then. Real estate company, they market, the land is close to the Dangote refinery. 10 minutes drive away from Dangote refinery. 15 minutes drive away from Dangote refinery. Based on the advert, and people, they buy the land, they pick up, they pick up the land, and then even people they are around that premises. Now, that one a landmark. If they talk about a landmark, and it's supposed to bring development come the area, so that if you bring development come the area, people go do it in that place go to bubble. Bad. Really they bad. Now legitimate thing to feel. However, how about the environmental? Now about the environmental problem, because they say while the Dangote refinery went through strenuous environmental approvals from the Ministry of Environment, according to the chairman Aliko Dangote. Okay, now they say oil refineries emit various pollutants in matter. Then they say these pollutants can have negative health effects on people living in close proximity to the refinery. So all those things, they say particularly those with respiratory problems. The pollutants can also have environmental impacts such as acid rain, soil contamination, water pollution. So you see, living close to a refinery. So all of those things they there. But say that time they go to the market, it's close. They're 10 minutes drive away from. Anyway, that one day there on top of business day this morning, 25 minutes rather past 7 o'clock. Now waiting time to talk this morning. The numbers they there. Where we go take talk, we go open the phone lines, make we talk the papers them, we don't check them, and make we serve hear from you, waiting you get to talk this morning about the headlines. 0903 22 29 797 0818 22 22 205 0818 22 22 206. All of them are the numbers to call this morning. Make we hear from you based on one or two. Yes. I beg you, will I say what did it happen for you? Make I check out now. So I make track on 0818 22 22 206 0818 22 22 205 and a score of 0818 0903 22 29 797. All of them are numbers to call this morning. Make we hear from you based on one or two. Waiting the papers they talk. Now what we don't check all of them papers them. And of course, now time to hear from you. Make we know wait till yourself gets to yard as the matter take be. right. Yes, we're still here. So 7:28. Yes, I beg many calls they come in. And of course, if you send your message for inside of WhatsApp, Save on top 0818-2222-205. Now that the WhatsApp number to send your WhatsApp message. Then we still see other headlines day inside of Business Day. But make I take one or two calls so they come back to the headlines. Them how they are so now.
Hello,
morning, Sakwa. I greet you.
This is a popular caller.
Yes, for who don't know, you going need to identify yourself. For who don't know, make it know. I know, Sena Isa Shuku. Yes.
Super citizen.
Yes, Isa Shuku, super citizen.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Okay. For the paper this morning is very rich.
Yes.
That Mr. President have raised our inflation to the level he goes.
22.2%.
22.22%
by April. Yes.
British say they are going to ban election rigor, their visa. What I'm appealing to the ICPC, the EFCC, the civil society organization, the labor union, and the rest of them, that all these governors, their passport should be seized before 29. Before they fly, because they have put Nigeria into hardship.
Okay, their passport should be seized before May 29.
They have put Nigeria into. We don't want to hear say any of them escape.
Escape to where now?
They will just to Europe now.
All right. All right.
So, especially the governor of my state, Taraba, they should seize their passport.
Who wants see? You know the thing. The thing when they get when he says seize their passport, I mean,
that immunity that day before that immunity finishes, the passport should be seized, and the new coming National Assembly to debate to remove that immunity. Yaradua was planning to remove it.
All right.
It's a scam.
Okay, immunity. All right. Okay. Thank you so much, Isa Chiku, for that one. He says it's a scam. But you know, he says the passport should be seized. Who wants to seize it? Even you will be normal citizen, will not be politician. You know, to seize your passport, something must they involve. How would they also?
Yeah, morning, Ezemmuo.
Morning, my manchi.
Now, Maxman, they call this morning from Apo.
No be lie. Maxman from Apo. Welcome, my brother. Make we hear you sharp.
Thank you very much. Tinubu men they say make move to stop, make them not probe
Akpabio
on
yes.
NDC money. Not be that kind of people who leadership we want to. It be like if they call eventually swear Oga Tinubu in as our president. Now this kind of advice they go advise her. I mean, they want to encourage the man, say, make the man they become corrupt president. Why they go make moves to make them not probe Akpabio? Now, this not be this kind of thing we expect to. I beg, make them not take that step, make them change their mind.
May they change their mind. Thank you so much, Maxman, for that one we don't talk this morning. Say, yes, that one, say, if Oka be like this, how okay TT want take be? So now so we want take do. We never even do now, don't they advise? According to Maxman, you are advising or you are trying to stop the probe. Who they have so now talk to us about shortly. Nobody.
Good morning, Chief Ezemmuo.
Morning to you, my brother. Loudam, waiting be your name, where they call from?
This is Godwin Abuja.
Ugoja man.
Yes, so who lives in Abuja?
Ugoja man who lives in Abuja. Talk to us quickly.
Yes, newspaper says they shouldn't approve study leave for Emefiele.
Yes.
In fact, I just laugh for Mbobebe. Otherwise, you still have 10 months ahead for the expression of your tenure. Why is the study leave so prompt? You know, go give account of your
stewardship,
handling of the stewardship at the Apex Bank. You go give the incoming administration how you handle the bank.
But study leave no stop him from. He go still give account now.
He go give, but it shouldn't be now because he still get 10 months for the expiration of a 5-year tenure where president been renewed for some years back. So at least make it simmer down, make it calm down.
Make it simmer down.
They work proper. At least make it not different. And now they want to look for extra for them to evade some kind of probe. ahead after the inauguration. And then lastly, inflation can rise under our president Buhari. In fact, the thing they too bad to hear. Sweet. Sweet. Even now, in fact, I feel bad. And the National Assembly too, I see the stand that the North Central should have their speaker.
Yes.
That no doubt. And the Southeast shouldn't be treated with levity. But I don't see them like one kind of year region.
No, be nothing like. But no, South. You say where they carry them piece of waiting.
Piece of sliced bread and then talk and during campaign.
But during this thing, the deputy speaker, person within zone and two, the deputy speaker. Hope you know say that from Abia State.
It's insult.
Deputy rep, Speaker of the House of Rep.
Yes, it's an insult to that region. Giving them deputy speakership.
An insult.
To me. Yes.
To you. All right.
It should be to other regions who don't test presidency as well as Senate president. In the South, we have deputy Senate president.
All right.
Look at it.
All right.
And they know that tested president's position severally. Otherwise, Southeast will be skimmed out of political this thing.
All right.
Aside by giving them just peanuts of political schemes.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yes. Thank you. God, we know our war. For that one, we don't talk this morning. Hello, who did decide?
Hello, good morning, my brother. This is Kennedy.
Kennedy, who put you inside port? Come out from the port.
I tell you, I don't come out.
You they sound like who don't cover. You they cover you for inside of them. But now they still they hear you. Like say they tell you for waterproof before they put you inside the port.
Like the way inside you could talk.
No, don't be. They talk. They go. Like say you they faint. Go ahead, please. Kennedy from Cairo.
Thank you very much. I mean, one try ask is this lady Bazik will break this world record. Hope say she know I'm married. Because I know one of my brother will they work for one radio station.
Baba focus. What happen? So she dey Lagos. That your brother no see. Where did your brother dey? He said they were.
We dey Abuja.
So women don't finish for Abuja here, Abi. Now best way break record.
One radio station.
So in one go break record. Go ahead, my brother. Go ahead.
The assault on Inspector Shehu Kuti may go drug test. That guy really have to go for drug test. Yes. For him to come out say in done the do him and he can't still do him again, really he has to go for drug test. And for those people that are pleading on his behalf, I just want to tell you, say celebrity and they get one kind of lifestyle where they affect citizens more than even the president. You see people answer whiskey, Davido, but hardly you hear people answer the name President Muhammadu Buhari as nickname. That's to tell you, Seba, their lifestyle, youth, they copy him. I want me to use this guy as example. Ari Kelly, if I know the mistake, he will spend 30 years, in jail because of assault, about sex issue.
Yes.
So this one, na national embarrassment. If you ask me, first class embarrassment on our security agency. For him to have jack and inspect, and then at the end of the day carry 12,000, they give and make go repair motor. And they wait make up for here say this guy go spend like 40 years in prison. When he come out, he's sensitive. No, I know why they talk so.
Yes.
He go serve as deterrent.
But I should say 40 years too much. 40 years too much.
Na suggestion, no.
No worry. 40 years. Don't worry.
Respect the law of Nigeria, the security people that are guiding you.
Yes.
Abba.
Okay. But Kennedy, wait to before you go. Kennedy, wait to that your brother where they talk. Now me they talk about Abi.
Oh, na conscience just the judge. I don't really know, but you work for citizen.
Thank you so much for that one we don't talk this morning. Are we there show now this morning now?
Hello, na me dey here.
Who be that?
Na your brother.
GB.
I did hear you live, plain and clear.
Thank God.
My name,
thank
my
God.
domain.
Thank God. GB from Life Camp, quickly.
Yes.
Go ahead, please.
It's in the news that 13 trillion naira thereabout was spent on subsidy for 15 years.
Yes, it's in the news.
And see,
to me, nobody should be removed like yesterday. But I'm surprised. Those who are saying it's a scam, it's a scam. The president says it's a scam. And the one saying it should not be removed. Are they benefiting from the scam? Why are they hypocritical? And they say it's a scam. But Buhari says it's a scam. If they remove it now, we go suffer. What is the government doing? We go suffer. They remove it. Let that sufferness come. We will survive the sufferness. If it's not benefit from me, let it be removed. It's a masquerade that needs to be destroyed. That's what needs to be destroyed.
GB, the question, you don't tell whether they establish, say, removal of subsidy and something will must happen. The question now, how about the cushioning? You say you want to remove subsidy. How about the cushioning factors? Well, no, that be waiting people to talk about. You say let the suffer come. You think that everybody get money like you?
Let me tell you something. When they remove subsidy, the money we are spending on that subsidy, let me tell you what happened. The NMCC have not remitted good money to government for many years. All the good we are sending from the Ukraine war, Russia war, all the good they are sending,
hey. GB, try call us back. Try call us back. If I say this line don't cut. I better try call us back. Something go wrong with that line. I did notice some higgy haga, some glitches on top that rate, on top that line. Are we there so now? Morning to you there. Samuel from Apo.
Let me talk about this inflation a bit.
Yes.
Because the way the thing is nobody paying attention to it. People they are not concerned about it, and it's creating a great demarcation between the poor and the rich. And if this should continue, it is going to lead to so many social vices, uncontrollable social vices. Understand? Because the way the thing is going, you know, if you be hungry like a hungry person, a hungry man they say is an angry person. They can do anything. They can do anything. So they should look for a way. They should look for a way to checkmate this inflation that is popping up every day.
All right.
Imagine a single liter now, just the lifting, just one.
Just tea, yokel and tea bag. No do advert for them. Tea, one small tea bag, 15 naira.
All right.
And before now, 250 naira before.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, you know
that one. So things are going there every day, which is a very dangerous trend. So the program has led to cannibalism and other social vices.
Cannibalism.
Yes. I need to cannibalism. Yes.
Calm down.
There is a Dangote team that Dangote to meet the need of Nigeria 100%. This is a good news.
100%, yes.
Yeah, it's a very good news. So that this subsidy of the chain can abate so that they can stop it.
All right. Thank you so much. My brother, thank you so much. Samuel from Apo. I'll see you for that one. We don't talk. 0903 22 29 797 0818 22 22 at 205 0818 22 22 at 206. Send us message for WhatsApp there. We read, we can write. Are we there so now?
Good morning, this morning. Ezemmuo.
I salute you specially. Who they talk there? Where they call us from?
My name is Christian, and they call from Biaji. As you know, this Biaji is very close to Kubwa. Yes, but that they call from.
Guy man, Christian from Biaji, very close to Kubwa. Talk to us quickly now.
Yes, so my brother, make I start with this inflation of 18.
Yes.
Ezemmuo. To be frank with you, this number these people are rolling out is false. I will tell you the truth.
How is it false? How is it false?
Thank you.
You don't have do you have the correct version?
I don't have the version, but at least I did go market go buy something. For the past 3 months in Nigeria, market price has been steady. Market price has been steady.
So inflation no day.
Bag of rice has become the same thing.
Okay.
Bag of beans the same thing. Tea bag the same price. So where do they get this their increment of inflation every month from? Because every month they'll come out and tell us that the thing will go 18 years high. It's now 24 points. Where do they see from? The same yam would they buy 5 for 3,005 for past 3 months. I've seen 3,005 would they buy them. So these people they lie to us. May they tell us the truth. Yes, we know that things cost, but every day they bring something where they cut people mind for Nigeria. My brother, they allow us to live. I beg, because yes, for the past 3 months, just go market, check what they tell you. Things have been there. Apart from tomato, we don't say in a seasonal something, will slightly go up now. Every other thing still remain constant. The way they act since 3 months. That don't pass. Ezemmuo.
Yes, sir.
Like I tell you, me, I come from one place for that side. You understand?
I don't really understand.
You understand what I talk. These people, whether they're pitching,
Yeah.
these people, whether they're pitching, they say, oh, if they don't give them Senate president to, good, my brother, they tell you the truth. We don't need them more.
Okay.
We don't need them.
Okay, now I understand what you talk.
Make them know they sympathize with us. I beg, we don't need them. What we need, now number one seat now we need. And as the people said, if we have opportunity again, the way I vote, so I go vote them again. Or number one seat come to us. We don't need that space. Make they carry and give to another people. Thank you, I congratulate you, but make it please keep the environmental rule well, so that people don't go die for Lagos to have my own.
All right, thank you. Thank you so much, Christian from Biaji. Thank you for that one. We don't talk this morning. Who there, so? Hello.
Hello, good day.
I greet you.
My name is GB. Yes, I say I want to comment. The Chibok girl, either he escaped or they rescue him. The Chibok girl has been added to those who have been returned. I say kudos to the military.
Hold on, GB. Hold on, GB. As I talk to you, I am yet to see that headline. Okay. So, you don't follow for what we read this morning. I never see them, all right?
Okay,
yes.
Problem. No
Thank
problem.
You so much.
What about the issue of ID? Warning troublemaker.
Yes, of course. Yes, it's in the news.
They are sending the warning now, and I'm going to listen. All those bad losers, sore losers, who feel that the other should not be sworn in, to take it, because by the time it happens, let them not say they hate us. They are killing us. They don't want us in Nigeria. Let them hear the warning, because let question be changed. When it's changed, you can now follow that path. That's as now our law says somebody must be sworn in by May 29, and that person has to give Bola Tinubu who will declare winner.
All right.
Either you like the election, you don't like the election. All
right, GB. Thank you so much. They don't hear the warning. Who they are so quickly?
Ezemmuo one.
I salute you, brother man. Who they talk quickly?
See, I just comment the caller before GB. See, when we are talking about inflation, the problem we have in Nigeria is that you cannot really determine the inflation of Nigeria, because number one, there is nothing like price control. You understand? The way I buy yam in Maraba, the price of yam in Maraba may be different from the price of yam in Karimo.
Okay.
Getting it. Like now, people that go to Masaka to buy things, they will tell you that things are cheaper there compared to Maraba here, and you know that it's just like 115 naira from Maraba to Masaka. Are you getting it? Even some people will tell you that if you go as far as Kefi, you will still get cheaper compared to Masaka.
All right.
So, in a situation whereby we don't have price control and the price is not the same in different markets, so you cannot easily determine the inflation of that country. So that's why I was.
So Yusuf, they concur, say those figures may not be accurate. Those inflation.
It may not be accurate now. It can be accurate.
Okay. All right.
It can be accurate.
All right.
Then on Chibok girls, you see, I asked this same question in one particular radio station this morning, that I've always had this Chibok girls rescue, but according to the news this morning, the Chibok girl that was rescued by army with 3 kids. So I was like, I asked the presenter that is it only in this station that we normally heard about this Chibok girls? The other station we hardly had it. The only thing they will keep telling us is the number of hundreds of Chibok girls that are still in captivity. Just exactly what we are saying now that we have not seen the headline news. We can't help this country, Jerry, my brother.
All right. Thank you so much, my brother. Clement from Maraba. Thank you for that one. The WhatsApp number there. Send us message for inside of WhatsApp. If now WhatsApp you day into WhatsApping. You day into chatting. Now your style be that 10818-22-22-205. That's our WhatsApp number. Then you go fit to call us quickly. We get a few more minutes before 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock with the switch I'm up. We dey change the gear. 0903-22-29-797 0818-22-22-205 0818-22-22-206. For inside of Daily Trust here quickly, the big headline for Daily Trust, you talk say NNPC to resume oil search in Lake Chad next week. Now carry they talk so Lake Chad basin around Borno State there. Make them check, so make them begin oil exploration, oil search. They search for oil for there. Interesting. So that make it like say the focus, the concentration they for one side of the country, one side of the country, and then I hope say if like the indications where they get from places like Nasarawa and all of that, where they get some signals there based on oil matter, so that we not repeat the mistake from the Niger Delta. Make we not repeat some of the mistakes or some of the errors where they happen for Niger Delta where concern oil. Anywhere else where the oil exploration begin for Nigeria, make we learn the lessons with lessons from what they occur from Niger Delta side. All right, that one day then the big headline for Daily Trust. Then the riders will follow that one. The attachment headlines will follow that one. Opens shares for public next year. So they open the share, make public start to buy the shares next year. Then with the here. Our gas pipeline connects over 11 countries, Europe. 11 countries and Europe, of course. I would dare so quickly talk to us now.
Hello, good morning, Ezemmuo.
Morning. Oh, now the first lady be that one. Our own first lady for here. The super citizen at Sunrise first lady. Kwana Chekwe for you there. Talk to us, Jare. Enechejo, ba?
Yes.
From Nyanya.
Yes.
No be lie. Talk to us one time.
What I want to say, I think that doctors should not be stopped.
That what?
From traveling out. Doctors.
Yes.
See, they should take care of Nigerian doctors the way they take care of themselves. They should feel for them the way they feel for themselves. They are suffering and they are on their right. They cannot do anyhow by saying I'm going out of my country to take care of others while people are waiting in my own country. Federal government to sit down and think about them. What is their problem? They should dialogue with them, not to take it harshly with them. I think that's my advice this morning for federal government. They should think about them.
All right. Thank you so much, Enechejo. Made a reason their matter. The one with the but actually, federal government the Minister of Labour and Dr. Chris Ngige, in don't come outside, they don't talk. Say actually, on behalf of the federal government, in the talk, say actually that particular bill, no, they workable. So, and some of the headlines for the newspaper this morning don't talk and say, yes, so the federal government, they kick against the bill to stop doctors from moving out. So, yes, federal government on this one, federal government be like say then they join body one kind with the doctors based on that one. But anyway, now so the thing go. But make I just collect some messages before I come up body for here. This is now 8 minutes before 8 o'clock. I see the message. Somebody say, "Good morning, Miss. Good morning. I am Matthew from Mushafa, Abuja, Buhari Area Council. I want to say that all this plan concerning the incoming president will not work yet until the real president is." My brother, leave this talk. Matthew, who's the real president? What are you saying? The only president. This your message will cause problem, guy. this your message where you send now. It's they loaded with emotional content. If I drop this message the way we drop on for this radio, my brother, calm down, because I understand where you go. But make we take them easy, because nobody they dismiss anybody grievances. Nobody they say the grievances are not legitimate, but the matter already they call, the matter already they tribunal. You know, the matter already they tribunal. When they talk about this swearing in or no swearing in, I don't think it's a wise decision for anybody to try to stop or try to oppose the swearing in of May 29. It don't be something anybody supposed to think about. I beg. All right, on to the next one. Patrick from New Carroll Day here. Good morning. Federal government spent 13 trillion naira on subsidy, set removal guidelines. That one day there. We all agree that Nigeria cannot continue to spend this much on petrol subsidy. However, we cannot fail to mention the obvious truth, which is the inability of our president not to build refineries. So, as they set their guidelines, they should include building of functional refineries. Dangote is not a government enterprise, so if we expect him to do the awful selling to us, we should think again. Yes, Dangote is a private refinery. Okay, where did the Ginger Dangote refinery? John Dangote is a private refinery. Government itself. What of the modular refineries, the small refineries, or you fix the existing big refineries, fix them, do a refinery. You know, so that we go now they talk about this whole thing. At least start the project. At least start them. Make it be like they don't start them. You know, instead of saying, some of this. So, well, I know where Patrick they come from. Thank you so much for that one. Where you don't talk this morning. Then, oh wow, Choma from Alabama. Check it for you there. Don't be smarting. Okay. You said the 12K where Sheon Kuti they give Inspector Honor for apology. I've been awaiting. Lastly, the medical practitioners in Nigeria are actually underpaid and deserve a little more appreciation. And a good morning. Thank you so much. Choma, they listen to us from Alabama, United States. Thank you for that one. We don't talk this morning. I'll see you there. Correct human being. I see you. Then, of course, we'll see this one. Another message with here. This one is the last message when I go collect here. Good morning, citizen for love. Good morning, citizen for love. That's what you get. What is good morning, citizen for love? Hello? That's what you get when the government don't care about the citizen, but only for themselves. The judiciary should act quickly because our... we are watching. Obedient... Hey, that is smart in obedience. I see you now. Thank you so much for that. When I talk 4 minutes to 8 o'clock. Some of the things we need to cushion some things. I mean, stay on the headlines, express yourself, but no inciting comments. All right. I know one comment will be say if I read it could be like say now this people versus this people versus this people. You know, good day right for me to anchor that kind of debate. Okay, but I understand you, and trust me. I deal with you, I feel you, but na radio we day. Thank you so much for that one. We don't talk. All right, 4 minutes before 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock with the switch, I'm up with the change of the gear. No touch your radio. They call me the chief priest. Shout out to everybody we don't call. Shout out to the one and only Choma all the way from Alabama for United States. DLU.citizenfm.ng. And follow us for there. Everything is up for that side. You fit to listen to us, you fit to read the news, you fit to follow Jete shortly. They call me the chief priest. I come back, make a drink small water. 8 o'clock, the big talk this morning. No touch up.